All right, this is chapter 4, section 1, number 21. We're trying to sketch a graph. There are multiple answers, and our domain is 0 to 4, inclusive. That's the closed interval. We have a lot of stuff going on here. So I'm going to pick out things that are easy to do. Okay, I have an absolute maximum at 3. So I'm going to put a point really high at 3 up here. So that takes care of that. That must be my absolute max. No point can be higher than that. I have an absolute minimum at 4. So I'm going to put a point down here. That's got to be my smallest point on my graph. You can put yours lower. I don't care where you put it. But that's got to be the lowest point. So I've taken care of that. Okay, I have more stuff. Undefined. To be undefined, when does a derivative not exist? At discontinuities, at sharp points, at vertical tangent lines. Okay, those are your choices. But this function is continuous. So there aren't going to be any discontinuities. So your other choice are sharp points or vertical tangent lines. Well, if you have a vertical tangent line, that's a possibility, but I rather do sharp points. So I'm going to have a sharp point at 1 and 3. That's my choice. Now, the derivative at 2 is 0. And here's more stuff. A local maximum, local max at 1. So at 1, I have to, here's 1. I'll choose that to be my local max. And so that has to be the biggest point in its area. But also at 1, look at this. At 1, it's undefined. So I'm going to do a sharp point. Now I have a local max at 1, and f at 1 is undefined, or f prime at 1. So I've taken care of the local maximum. I have one more to do. I'll do it in gold. A local minimum at 2. So here's 2. I have to have a local minimum, but also at 2, the derivative is 0. So I'm going to have a local min. I will choose the point right here. And to make the slope of the tangent line 0, I need to make it curvy like that. So does that meet the conditions? Yes. The derivative is 0 there. See, horizontal derivative. That takes care of that. And is it a local minimum? Yes, that's the smallest point in its area. So I've taken care of those. I'm almost done. All right, what happens at 3? At 3, the function derivative is undefined. That means I need a sharp point or a vertical tangent line. I choose to make a sharp point. And you can draw any type of graph between these two. Could be a straight line, a curved line, however you wish. It doesn't matter. And what do we have left? The domain starts at 0. So I have to start at 0. So I need to draw this line however you want. Just to make it weird, I'm just going to do that. Doesn't matter. It could be straight, it could be curved, it could be anything you want. But does that meet all our conditions? Let's double check to make sure we have met all our conditions. Is f prime of 1 undefined? Yes, sharp point. Is f prime of 3 undefined? Yep, sharp point. Is the derivative at 2 0? Yep, looks like a horizontal tangent line. Is there a local maximum at 1? Yep, that's the local max. Is there a local minimum at 2? Whoops, yes, local minimum. Is there an absolute max at 3? Yep, that's absolute max. Is there an absolute minimum at 4? Yep, that's the lowest point. I've done it. This is one possible graph out of an infinite number of choices, but that's how you go about doing these.